This is 25th of January 2024, and we are right here at the newsstand, keeping it real right here with you on Flip TV. Michael Adekule, the anchor of Vice Standards at newsstand on Flip TV. You're welcome on board, everyone. Viewers watching us all over the world, we say thank you for joining us on today's program. Malik is behind the camera, the guy with the magic finger. Thank you so much, Malik, for keeping it real with me as well. To the viewers commenting at the comment section, we say thank you so much for commenting on that platform. Thank you, everyone. Bystanders at Newsstand, your number one super review program. The federal government has said that the administration of Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who happens to be the president of the country, has no intention to relocate FCT to Lagos. Of course, there are speculations that the federal government, or let's say the president, has a mission, is trying to relocate FCT to Lagos. But the presidency has debunked that rumor. The president has no intention to relocate FCT to Lagos. He has just relocated some agencies to Lagos due to one reason or the other. And let me quickly tell you that the attack is still ongoing in Plateau State, despite the curfew imposed in the state, especially the Mangu local government area of Plateau. You're welcome to Bystanders at Newsstands, your number one super review program on Flip. Quickly to what we have on Premium Times here. Attacks continue. Let me read it out. In Plateau community, despite curfew, attacks continue in Plateau community despite curfew. Residents of Mangu local government area of Plateau State said they were attacked on Wednesday morning as armed men continued wreaking havoc despite a 24-hour curfew imposed by the state government on Tuesday. Caleb Mutfwang, the state governor, imposed the curfew after fatal violence occurred in the local council on Tuesday. The crisis, primarily between indigenous farmers and migrant herders, continued around 9:30 a.m. when armed men in their large numbers invaded entire community. I repeat, when armed men in their large numbers invaded the entire community. Uba Shehu, a resident of Mangu Ale town, told Premium Times. Mr. Shehu said Mangu Ale was not affected yesterday when the crisis engulfed other areas in the local council. I won't go beyond this. The bottom line is that the crisis is still ongoing in Plateau State, and we hope the security agents, the relevant agencies, do the needful and restore peace to that state. All right, let's quickly see what we have on the front pages of today's dailies. The first one we have here is the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. The Nigerian Tribune newspaper on the Plateau crisis. Government defy curfew, kill 25 in Plateau local government. Several houses, markets bound. You can see this on page 13 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. So the next one, aftermath of Supreme Court judgment, fierce mounts over Lagos waterways assets. You can see this on page 23 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Quickly to Ibadan explosion. Number of fatalities still unknown. Persons still unaccounted for. That's what Residents Association is saying here. No plan to relocate federal capital territory from Abuja. That's what our presidency has said on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. To the next one, blueprints. Malik, thank you. Blueprints. Presidency to critics. Tinubu has no plan to relocate FCT to Lagos. Tinubu, the president, has no plan to relocate the Federal Capital Territory to Lagos. Ondume's comments on CBN FAAN, that's the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, not Senate stand. That's what Karimi has said. Yeah, President championing national cohesion, says Malagi. To the next one, which is the Nigerian News Direct. Thank you so much for displaying that. The Nigerian News Direct. Was the Nigerian News Direct saying at the newsstand this morning, CBN wills rod to tame inflation, forex infractions. That's what we have on the front page of the Nigerian News Direct. And you can see the story on page 11 of the paper. As Cardoso promises to bring inflation down to 21.4%. Cardoso, that's the CBN governor, promises to bring inflation down to 21.4%. Edun Adedeji up on domestic revenue mobilization says 77% IGR increase possible. 77% IGR increase possible. Federal government seeks private sector intervention in developing road infrastructure. Down the paper. Okay, let's quickly move down to another one. This Nigeria is saying something crucial here. A tragic story on the front page of this Nigeria. Blood flows again in Plateau as gunmen kill 30. Some Nigerian papers are saying 25, and we have it on the front page of this Nigeria, saying that about 30 people were killed. Women, children among victims. Women, children among victims. Shocked Governor Mutfwang calls incident genocide. Attackers struck few hours after government declared curfew in Mango local government area. Michael, this is a tragic news in the country, especially in Plateau State. It's been ongoing since last year, that's December, right? And it's still persisting. We hope the peace they want in that axis is restored by the security agents. Presidency, Tinubu has no plan to relocate federal capital to Lagos, says ethnic bigots behind claims. That's what we have on the front page of this Nigeria. You can see the story on page 14 of this Nigeria. On to the next one, Malik, we have first news. Why petrol price will fall in 2024, says the incumbent governor of CBN, Cardoso. Naira undervalued. Inflation expected to decline to 21%. That's what the CBN governor is saying on the front page of First News. To the next one, the Vanguard. Do we have the Vanguard here? Yeah. Plateau. Government defy curfew, kill 30, raise houses. Government defy curfew, kill 30, raise houses. Relief coming with more forex, reduced inflation. Relief coming with more forex, reduced inflation. That's what CBN is saying here. Not just CBN, we have NESG. Also, from in this Edo governorship poll, Igodalo vows to tackle poverty. Others, Ize Yamu, Imuse, join race. That's the gubernatorial election that is about to take place in Edo State. Let's see what the electorate will be saying as regards that. No plan to move federal capital to Lagos, says presidency. We've read that before, and it's still on the front page of Vanguard. Of course, like I told you, we have our reviewers here at the newsstand. Michael is here, the first person to analyze this morning, based on the South newsstand. You're welcome, Michael.
Good morning, Adekunle Michael.
How are you doing?
Very well. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's good to have you once again.
Greetings to our viewers across the world.
All right. Viewers watching us across the world, we say thank you to you for staying glued to Flip TV. It's your number one is review program bystanders at News what? News what?
Stand.
News 10. Thank you so much, Michael, for that. All right, to the comment section, I say thank you to all of you commenting presently. Say you're welcome on board to the program Bystanders at News 10. Michael, what's happening in Plateau State is not a new thing, despite the fact that we know it's a sad news. Michael, Mango local government area, despite the curfew that was imposed by the governor of the state, these people still defy it. Raphael, good morning to you. Michael, your reaction to it?
My reaction will not be different from what I said yesterday. Lives have become too cheap in this part of the world now. The value we place on human lives has become next to nothing. And I think it is a very sad development that any part at all of this country will be under such siege. And that has been happening for years, not just within the last administration. The Plateau, there have been systematic killings around the Plateau for over 10 years now. And that, for over 10 years, you can make your findings, Michael. That is the truth. It's a systematic thing that has been going on to come and go, to come and go. Very, very systematic. And I think the perpetrators of these evil acts have an agenda. And I want to believe government knows that agenda. But as I said, for whatever reason that is best known to them, people are not willing to take up this issue head on and stem the tide and bring the perpetrators to book. And I think I don't expect this current leadership to also tool that part. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the current president of our country, must be ready to step on any tool, any at all.
Regardless of who you are.
You can write that in capital letter. I can put it in capital letter. Any tool.
That if he wants to succeed.
That if he wants to succeed. The ball is in his court. He can either choose to also play politics with these systematic killings, or choose to do the right thing. Posterity will judge him. Posterity will judge every of our leaders that understood what is going on in those parts of the country, especially in the Middle Belt, specifically now in Plateau, the systematic killings that has brought about the loss of innocent lives in that part of the country, and they all look away and they all refuse to do the proper thing. Nobody has been brought to book. Nobody has been apprehended for such evil crimes. And I think posterity will judge it.
Posterity, George, that's what Michael is saying here. But Michael, come to think of it, the governor imposed a curfew in the state, and these people simplified it. What an audacity!
I was told late Sonny Abacha made a statement. I may not be able to verify it now, that any insurgents that has lasted for, I think, 24 hours, he said government knows about it. He said government hand is in it. I think that statement was credited to late Sonny Abacha, former military ruler of Nigeria. So, a systematic killing cannot be going on in a part of the country, and security agencies we claim not to understand what is going on there. It doesn't make sense to any rational mind. And I think that is what the present leadership must be willing to tackle. It has been on for years. We understand all of that. But this present administration must be willing to put his name in the sand of time and do the proper thing and unravel this mystery that has brought about the loss of innocent lives in that part of the country.
Well, Michael, why is it difficult to unravel the mystery behind or the people behind this evil act?
That is the million-dollar question. Leaders, previous leaders, I must be specific now, as failed to explain to Nigerians that are these people ghosts, the perpetrators of this evil act? Are they spirits that cannot be? See, whatever must be done be done, and I think that is the whole essence of leadership. You are not there to from time to time commiserate with the loss of life. That is not why you are in the saddle. You are sworn in by the Constitution. A part of what the Constitution said that the security of lives and properties shall be the primary responsibility of government, and that there is no two way about that. Government must be willing to secure Nigerians. If you have signed up to be in that office as the president, commander-in-chief of armed forces, you are not there to just come and be sympathizing over the loss of Nigerians from time to time. You are expected to do whatever must be done in keeping them safe, in keeping them alive.
Michael, and don't you think the issue of insecurity in the country has been politicized? We've tried many means, approaches to stop this, to curb it, but it seems all efforts are proved abortive. Don't you think this has been compromised or politicized?
I mean, talking about the fact that the security elements in our country have been compromised is stating the obvious. Obviously so, it has been compromised. And some of us spoke against it, especially in the last administration where so-called repentant Boko Haram were infused into our military system and said, no, these guys are now repented. They've repented. They are not part of they were infused back into the military and all of that. And we feel that approach is dangerous for any serious nation. And some of the effect is what we are seeing. And when your security architecture is already compromised, the intelligence unit is compromised and all of that. So the enemy get to even know your plans before they were executed. And I think that is where we are at the moment. Before people even strategize, the enemy are in the know of it. And it was part of what we spoke against when the Buhari administration kept infusing the so-called repentant Boko Haram into our military formations.
Michael, before I continue with you, let me quickly move down to the comment section. And Malik, please, can you just drop the link for people to call in on that comment section? Please do that urgently. I know there's a Chima is saying something this morning. God bless you, Mr. Gentleman Mike. To date, Tinubu hasn't visited the families that lost their family members in Plateau State. Rather, he sent his Vice President, Shetima.
Good morning. I think his visitation is needless. What is important is keeping that environment safe. His visitation is unnecessary, in my view. It's not about him visiting places where havoc has been wreaked. Perpetrators of those havoc must be apprehended and prosecuted, and that is what we are interested in.
That's what we are interested in. All right, so another topic of the day. There have been speculations all around that the federal government, is trying to move the FCT to Lagos State. I think we discussed that yesterday, and the presidency has debunked that rumor. That no, the president has no intention to do that. The president is a nationalist. He's a person with true federal character, and is not having that kind of intention to move the Federal Capital Territory to Lagos. Michael, what do you have to say concerning that? Don't forget that the Northerners are seriously complaining about the move by the president of the country.
Yeah, I think one of his media aides has also debunked that. Bayo Onanuga debunked that position that there is an intention to move the FCT to Lagos. Don't forget the Federal Capital Territory is a creation of the law, and I know that moving it back to Lagos can only come by the law. It was promulgated by Decree number 6 under the military then in 1976 or thereabouts to move the capital from Lagos to Abuja. So any other movements that want to take place must be a creation of law. Even though we are no longer under the decree, that was in the military era. So I don't see it happening without going through all the constitutional requirements and all of that. So, and I think his media aides has also debunked it. So we leave it at that. Based on what the media had said.
All right, thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate you for coming on board. Nii, good morning to you.
Morning, Mr. Mike.
How you doing?
Very well.
All right, another good day at the news tent.
Yeah, indeed. We
appreciate you for coming on board.
Welcome.
All right, killings in Nigeria is center one. Hope to see an end to what is currently affecting the nation. Despite the curfew imposed in Plateau states, we still have these evil perpetrators invading these communities and killing innocent citizens. Nii, what should be done at this point in time? No respect for the governor of the state anymore.
Well, thank you for having me, Mr. Mike. You see, on this issue of insecurity, most especially in Plateau State, it is unfortunate that Plateau State, that has always been known as a place of peace, you know, as an hospitable state where everybody loves to vacate, go for vacation and have fun, has now turned to a ground of killing, blood, and and tears. The state government is now helpless. Despite the curfew, over 30 persons were beheaded. As a matter of fact, the perpetrators even had the audacity to video themselves unmasked. These guys, their faces were out there. This is an indictment on this country that we lack everything a progressive nation should have, which is national identity management system.
National identity.
Ordinarily, these guys that killed that man with their face being captured on video, as of today, we would have gotten all their profile, his name, local government, the name of his traditional. This is a technology that has been adopted in America since in the 1970s. As at the early 80s, in the 1980s, America already had a system whereby if a CCTV captures you and you are under a radar for terrorism, that system will profile you and generate your information. If you are not a part of the national database, you would be chased after because you will be seen as an illegal immigrant. You see, Nigeria, we have a lot to do. We have serious work to do, right from data management to our security architecture, because we cannot fight this insecurity when we don't have area powers. We don't have surveillance cameras. And look at the president. It's unfortunate that the president, despite this level of insecurity, is traveling out, going to France. Okay, you want to save a call, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are on the line. The caller.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Michael. Good morning. I don't know if you can hear me perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning, Mr.
Good morning.
Mr. Michael.
Clearly,
I just called in to, I just called in to give my little opinion as always. You know, yesterday on Channels Television, I heard the comment of the governor of Plateau State, Mr. Muswan, where he was making a lot of submissions concerning the insecurity there. You know, unfortunately, from the man's submissions, you will hear and see there is no hope inside. He's just like being handicapped on this issue. There's absolutely nothing that man as a governor can do about this issue. Now, to resolve this problem, the indigenous people of Plateau State has to find a way. They have to think out of the box. The more that they continue waiting on the federal government of Nigeria to resolve this issue for them, the more these people exterminate them from the surface of the earth. Honestly, if you read about the story of Turkey, the present day Turkey, Turkey was a part of Syria during those days, and they are predominantly Christians. 99% Turkey before they were Christians, and these people attacked them, and today the Christian community in Turkey has been exterminated totally. Though they are still Christians, but in a little percent. Today, you hardly hear of anything like church in Turkey. You hardly hear of anything like Christianity in Turkey. This is exactly what is happening in Plateau State. Plateau State is the only state in the northern Nigeria where you will see 99.9% of their citizens Christians. And these people they are throwing jihad war on them before their very eyes. At this point, is to resolve this issue once and for all. The indigenous people of Plateau State, they have to think out of the box and take the laws into their hands and save themselves from being exterminated by this Fulani Janjaweed and the jihadists. That is the simple solution on this. Like I said in my comment when Mike the gentleman was making his submissions, the president's presence and visit is very, very important. All over the world, you will hear when the presidents of the different countries they are on a mission or they travel, and something of emergency happen in their country, you will see them cutting short their visit, and heading back to their country. Why? Because they want to reassure.
Okay.
On the side, right? Okay.
All right, Udeze, thank you for your contribution.
So please call us back when you get connected again. All right, Niyi. Let's continue from where we start. I think Audulade is saying that he disagree with you. He said,
Well,
let me say it. I disagree. Let the governor show capacity, or Mr. President declare state of emergency.
yes, indeed. Muftwang seems to be helpless. That's what I said. I already indicted him. I said the governor seems to be helpless because this is a man who lacks the capacity. And you must understand that any state in this country that falls to insurgency, the ultimate person that suffers the blame is the president. And for the president to protect his own personal reputation and integrity, he must, as a matter of urgency, fight it right from the top. Now, the president needs to issue some statements, some instructive statements. More or less like there has to be a curfew for the next 48 hours. And anybody seen within that period of curfew should be shot at sight. As such instruction be given by the president. No, he hasn't. The president, right from where he is, can give that instruction. That within this period, you guys can only go out within this period. All the traditional rulers, whether from the Muslim instruction or the Christian instruction, you guys should meet, converge in a central base. With the security chiefs, they all must have a meeting. If they are going to have internal boundaries, let them have internal boundaries. I mean, enough is enough. There's a limit to what the governor can actually do. Yes, we understand. The best way the governor can resolve this issue is by empowering the what? The local or the community securities. But we know that these guys cannot go beyond the double barriers, which I don't think even the state governor has done. Because the state governor, as it stands, looks so clueless. It was the state governor that indicted himself. He said the terrorists were camped in one school. And he never spoke up. Okay? But any Plateau citizen today, if you ask him one or two questions, he will say that the president is not coming to their head. This simply means that the president must be direct on that issue. Because I don't get it. This cannot happen in any other state in the West, nor in the South or in the Southeast, whereby these people will not be protesting by now. The Plateau people are now looking they are looking so helpless, and I think they are now, I see them like a fool who is just, the people killing them are taking a ride on them. First and foremost, they don't want to take laws into their hands, which is apparently what today is clamoring for, that they should fight back. If they fight back, I will not in any way blame them. Because when you push a goat to a wall, over time, this goat will face you and start fighting you back. These guys are already pushed even beyond the wall. You get me? The governor as it stands is so powerless. And don't forget that Plateau is a PDP state. These are issues that happen in this Nigeria whereby they politicize even insecurity. Okay? Look at what Ali Ndume is saying. What has some units of CBN movement got to do with political consequence, that electoral consequence? How does it connect? We have not seen Ali Ndume. Don't forget that these senators are on recess. They are still on vacation, and yet Ali Ndume could find a voice to speak for CBN, just simply because his daughter is working in CBN. Are you know how well? Ali Ndume's daughter is working in CBN, so he is scared because of his own personal interest. I can categorically tell you that if CBN was in Lagos, that monetary unit was in Lagos, when Emefiele had the Naira redesign, those money wouldn't have been scarce because they would have been closer to those guys. Monitor how they distributed the money. But before they leave Abuja down to Lagos, it's time consuming. And then it's more expensive for even the CBN. But I don't blame even the Ali Ndume, because even the CBN is not speaking up. So who am I to come here and defend the president? The president must understand that communication is one tool that is used, most importantly in your administration, to pass and to douse the tension. Otherwise, propagandists will always have their way. You can see what the propagandists did with just this movement of CBN. They started saying that Tinubu wants to move FCT. They started saying all manner of things. As a matter of fact, as regards the Plateau killing, some people are already saying that Tinubu wants to reduce northerners. This was the same statement they said under Jonathan. Propagandists are saying all man. Now Tinubu went to France. He should tell us what he went to France to. Was it for international meeting? But this wasn't for, he said private what? For his own private, that was what the visit is for. He traveled to Paris for personal what? For private interests. Of course, we all know probably he went for medical checkups. But as a president, you have to be transparent. This has nothing to do with partisanship. This is about the country, Nigeria. And this is where the oppositions are so not effective. Because every opposition unit must have a very sound investigative journalist. These investigative journalists ought to be trailing President Tinubu where he's going. They ought to be leaking what is going on. Okay, see, well, now President went for, he actually went for medical. They will show up pictures, but the oppositions are not even ready to what? To spend money. It's unfortunate that Obi, Atiku, and whoever the oppositions are, Showore, I can tell you that it's even Showore that is even doing more. Showore was the one that leaked the issue of who? We heard it from Showore, Sahara reporters, the issue of Betahadi. Recently, another one came up from, is it NABDA? Something national that has to do with, I can't recall, but it's about, there's another leakage of over maybe 9 million naira. It was still Sahara reporter that is leaking this. What is the opposition people? What are they doing? Obi is telling me he wants to lead, but he's not capable. He doesn't have the capacity. In democracy, if the current administration is not held by the opposition, they will not see any need for urgency. And who suffers this at the end of the day? It is the people. You cannot be in Nigeria today and say that the president doesn't need to do more. The president certainly needs to do more. Okay, because the insecurity in the middle belt is unbecoming. It is becoming intolerable. It is getting aggravated day by day. The Christians are being killed like fish. Right now, we are supposed to be having press conferences from the security advisor back to back. Why is the president not telling Nuhu Rubadu back to back? As a matter of fact, relocate to Plateau State, go and stay there.
Nuhu Rubadu?
Yes, with the security chiefs. Now, is that a command he can give to Nuhu Rubadu? Do you think he cannot give that command? He can tell Nuhu Rubadu to go and stay there in 1 week, have conversation with these guys. Let us have this community negotiation. What is the problem?
Let's talk.
The people that were killed will be compensated. We are sorry for. These are the instructions he needs to give. These are things he can do. These are low-hanging fruit, and he needs to do it. Like I said, after this first quarter, if nothing tangible comes out as regards fight against insecurity, I will come out here and say it outrightly that Tinubu has failed. Because 1 year is more than enough for us to see significant fights.
You are indirectly saying it.
No, I have not. I have not. I have not. No, I have not. Now I am saying that the National Security Advisor is failing. Because the National Security Advisor is someone that he is supposed to be the implementer. He must understand. You know, we don't have the tradition of blaming ministers and senators in this country. In America, they have that tradition of blaming the National Security Advisor before they even blame the president. But in this place, everything lies on the box lies on the table of the president. And he himself has said that nobody should pity him. So I'm not going to come here and pity a president if he doesn't listen to our voice, if he doesn't show sensitivity to the ordinary lives of Nigerians that is being killed and mutilated, indiscriminately.
Now, let's look at this story on Premium Times.
Yeah.
The crisis is primarily between indigenous farmers and migrant herders.
Yes.
Not Boko Haram terrorists.
You see, these are just colorization of this crime. They are colorizing it. These guys, they were herders, but now they have metamorphosed into bandits. Then they now became terrorists because they are terrorizing the real owners of the land. Is that not what they are doing? These guys are supposed to work in harmony. The real owner of a land planted potato, you the herdsman, you came with your cattle. You came with the cattle to eat up my farm. Why shouldn't I complain? I'm going to complain. Don't forget that these herders, they are the ones that is occupying the plateau. When I mean the plateau, on top of the mountains. If you go to the back of the mountain, on top of the mountain, you see all the herders there. The agencies have even left them alone.
Now, this is a crisis between
the state governor,
the state. Don't you think it's time for the Nigerian government,
the state governor,
to give the Fulani, the Mieti Allah group, to create that security outfit, or to allow it to stand in order to identify the evil perpetrators of this act?
No. The Mieti Allah can never be.
Yoruba says
no. Only. It's only common interest. Yeah. Don't forget, the Mieti Allah is more or less like an occultic organization. Regardless of whatever happens, you must always have the back of your brother. That is their norm. That's their doctrine. So even if they see their brother right in the act, they won't kill him at that instant. They will only tell him stop and leave. However, the person that has been killed has been killed. So that is why they cannot be trusted. The point is, you saw your brother burgling a shop, probably packing 1 million, Because you are the security in charge, and you understand it's your brother. You guys are speaking. You tell me, oh yeah, guys, instead of 1 million, just carry 500, me 500, but go with that 500, but don't come back here. Carry that 500. What have you done? You haven't done nothing. This is why the Mieti Allah must never be trusted. You understand? Because by that issue, the Fulanis will be further emboldened that yes, if we can push other after the Mieti Allah, if we can push other in another, maybe in another, sector, the Fulanis will be represented. Okay, so they will just keep using violence to get everything they want, and we should not, in any disguise, approve that.
We shouldn't entertain it.
Never. Okay, never. The state governor apparently is helpless. He doesn't have the capacity. He's unpatriotic. The governor himself, if you tell the governor to go to Mangu today, he can't go. That is how useless that governor is. Ordinarily, the governor should be in Mangu.
Caleb.
Yes, Caleb Mutfang should be in. Does he not have security people with him? But is he ready to die for his people? We should stop voting people who are not ready to die for us. Everybody we have today, all our leaders, those that were supposed to be our heroes were the ones that died for us. Awolowo and Co. These are the people that were ready to go to jail for us. Until we have an hero as a leader, this country will not move forward. This is why I've always said that Obi is not what everybody thinks he is. Obi is not. He was ready to defend, and he didn't abscond. Abiola had everything to run to USA. He waited for him to be arrested, to be jailed, and he died on his what? On that fight. And that's why but I don't want to talk about him because he is inconsequential as we speak. So the first thing that we need to talk about is the president, and that is what I've come here to speak, that he needs to do more. Much is expected of him. We need peace across the crook and cranny of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Niyi.
Obi is not coward.
At all.
It's Nigeria that is coward. Obi is not coward. Obi is just one person.
First one.
I can remember when Obi raised an issue that Nigeria kick against that. That why? Just 7 months. Just 7 months. Allah. Let's watch it for 2 years. It's not coward. It's Nigeria is coward. Nigeria is coward.
Correct.
The people are among. Everybody's among. Because we are allowed it to generate. What's happening in Nigeria cannot happen with Togo. Togo here. Togo. Everybody's a security man there. So why are you blaming this? Blaming the governor, blaming this? Don't forget, one police source from Abuja. What would the governor do? Their governor, they spend money. They have to equip money. Look at the Obiano. Do you know how many billion? We went to EFCC yesterday. They granted pay. So Nigeria have a lot to do, my brother.
On the comment section, we have people saying that they don't trust Mieti Allah group. Don't forget that last week, the group came out with a security outfit, that's Mieti Allah security outfit. And I said to me, before you came in now, that don't you think it's time we allow the Mieti Allah security outfit stand for that group or for the security outfit to fish out these killers in the country?
Two way.
Okay.
Either one politics or the Mieti Allah want to occupy the whole Nigeria. That's two way.
Because when you look at what is happening in Plateau State, it's just farmers, indigenous farmers and others, migrant others clash. So allowing Mieti Allah to come out or come up with a security outfit, don't you think it will help us in fishing out those evil people?
You know what for me, what surprised me? Plateau has the highest security. Most of their retirees, all these soldiers, most of them from Plateau, generals, so all of them, all people that are from Plateau. How can Plateau so docile like that? Mieti will be killing them. But for me, it's politics.
I didn't say Mieti Allah is killing them.
It's politics, okay? It's politics. Leave that one, it's politics. It's politics. If you check, it's politics. Look, another thing is that, how can same Plateau where they declare state of emergency?
Curfew.
Curfew, in that place, and they still went and kill 30. You know what they are calling president? Do you know what they are calling president? If anything happen now, where are they going to call is the president? Tinubu should declare sort of emergency in that Plateau state, not only Plateau, the whole Nigeria. Even in Lagos, it's happening here. They say bomb roll in Abuja. I don't know what is bomb on, whatever. Everywhere, you know why? People are tired. It's like people are not helping themselves. Yes. It doesn't mean that you don't see this here, it doesn't happen in other local government. Everywhere, people are tired. It's yellow Plateau, South East, everywhere. So what I'm saying, Niji said it, and I'm so happy. Niji said, house is boiling. Our president is traveling to France. Oh my goodness. Why? Why? You see, let me tell you, if Tinubu can say, the way I'm running this country now, restructuring, people will understand. People understand. Let the governor form their security and pay them with their security vote and give them whether AK-47 or everything. Let them face those Fulanis. Because what we are hearing is Fulanis. How many are they arrested and say, are you a Fulani? Are you from that Plateau state? The thing is, hold on. We are talking about Plateau state today. Benue, Taraba, Kano. You see, do you know what the judiciary did? Supreme Court. If Supreme Court have given that Kano to APC, maybe we'll be hearing on that thing today.
We have Odeze Chima. He's back online. Odeze Chima, good morning to you. He's back online.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Adekunle.
Hello, Odeze.
Sorry, I was caught abruptly before. I need to finish my submission. That's why I called back. You know, like I'm saying, the solution to the Plateau crisis is for the Plateau indigenous people to take laws into their hands. They should take the bull by the horn. They should not wait on this incompetent security system that Nigeria has. And they are being slaughtered like rams on a daily basis. It's never done anywhere. The best form of defense is for you to attack. You cannot always be on the receiving end or on the losing end. It's never done anywhere. Once they engage these people one-on-one, heads on, these people will run away from them. That is the simple truth on this matter. But if they continue waiting on the federal government of Nigeria, which government are they waiting on? Which security platform, which security outfit are they waiting for? Is it the same police or the army or DSS that has been infiltrated by the terrorist group in Boko Haram? Of all my existence in my entire life, I have traveled to many countries of the world, to the glory of God. But I have never heard where a country caught a terrorist and they integrated him into the security system. There's a general slogan. Go to the US and listen. They will tell you once a terrorist is always a terrorist. Once a criminal is always a criminal. Even if you like, rehabilitate a criminal 100%. He will still have that criminal tendency in him, one way or the other. And they are the people that are frustrating these moves by security organizations. Permit me to tell you this day that 50% of the kidnappings that are happening all over Nigeria, the security personnel, they are involved. Put me anywhere. The security men, the police, the army, the DSS, some of the officers are into kidnapping business. They are getting proceeds from it. Even into gun running. There are people that give some ammunition. So, on the part of the president, for us to be honest, I thank Lee this morning. Lee made a great submission this morning. Lee, I doff my cap for you for saying the fact. But for you to call Obi a coward, you have made the greatest mistake this morning. So you want Obi to risk his life and die for you as a Are you not a citizen of Nigeria? Don't you have legs? Go and fight for your right. Rather than waiting for Obi has tried. He contested the election and he won election 100%. Even the blind man everywhere in the world, they know that Obi won the election. And the cabal and the Martian system in Nigeria, they denied him. He went through the normal process without violence. Up to the Supreme Court, and they still defended the mandate of the man that is in power these days. What do you want? What do you want Obi to do? To go and kill people? You want Obi to go and fight? It's never done anywhere. God bless you, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Michael. Bye bye.
Thank you so much for your contribution. All right, this is Chino.
Anyway, he spoke very well, and it's true.
Thank you.
I've even corrected
Counter the news.
Yes. It will be just one person. Obi said this. I could remember when Obi made one comment that Tinubu, the way it's going, I don't think Nigeria is happy. Many Nigeria came out and said just only 7, but Obi should give more time to Tinubu. But let me tell you, there's no time. Nigeria is gone. It's a when you are abroad, when you are there, I know the way things are going. There's not the way things are going here. People are lamenting. Taking it. The question I ask is, who is killing who there? Are you aware 3 days ago the Christian leader went to Asorok? Maybe they have another agenda. When they get to Asorok, they change their mind and say, "Oh, Tinubu is doing well." Did they tell Tinubu that address Tinubu case issue, Plateau issue? Did they tell Tinubu that a declaration of emergency there? Don't forget, if anything happens, who are they going to call? It's the president, not the governor. Governor just security. How will I call it? Number one, there. He doesn't have the power to control CP. He doesn't have the power to control GOC. No, everything from Abuja. I said one thing, Nana. If Tinubu can tell Nigeria that, look, state police, let the Plateau employ their people there and keep the AK-47. I get to be. Let the Southwest, like a Moteku, have you been hearing this? Kidnap? In the doorstep, we have vigilante everywhere. The governor gave them gun. How many police will you see? All the Southeast. How many police wearing uniform in Southeast? They cannot. If you see a policeman, maybe they are 30, won't check a point. Because their people have taken charge. If not so, Metiara will be killing them. So, I'm not, see, the Northerner, they're having it, is their own luck. They have the police, they have army, everything there. They are from North. So if they kill themselves, that's so be it. That's their own luck. I should protect my area where I live. Am I going to live there to go and protect, know what is going on? No, it's true. They voted for APC. Now, the Supreme Court on the OTA against them. Now, there is politics inside there. The politicians are fighting back. Are you not saying Dume? Dume is challenging president. You think it's Dume low? The northern elders are supporting him. They feel that Tinubu is very smart. They want to relocate back capital to Lagos. So they are challenging him. War have not started. Fight have not started. Mike.
He said no.
What do you expect? Would they say yes? Before you know, our Baba will stay for Lagos Islanders for 6 months. Say he's taking care of himself. He traveled to France. Whether you kill yourself, don't kill yourself. I've got there. Anything happen.
That's the reason the president is renovating the Gambara.
Yes, now 5 billion. 5 billion. I mean, during Christmas time, it was in the Parak.
I'm not saying that's the reason.
Okay, he gave 5 billion to renovate the Parak.
But the presidency has debunked that rumor.
Oh my God. So, okay. Nigeria, which way?
Have no intention of relocating the city.
Okay, Mike.
So
somebody just said it now. We have to defend ourselves. They are defending themselves in Plateau. I don't know whether defend or they are killing themselves. I don't know. But let me what I'm saying. Declare state of emergency to the whole Nigeria. For light, for economy, for security, do that. Those 3 things. You don't need to wait for 4 years. You don't need to wait. When Jonathan removed subsidy, everybody protested. He reversed that subsidy. I mean, Nigeria move. You see, it doesn't have enough time. People doesn't have enough time. Do it now. Now, is anybody challenging? Whether they challenge whether relocating to agency, he can relocate 30. But what I'm saying, please relocate NNPC Niger Delta. We will support him. But if you don't do that, we'll join the northern against him because they joined the north and southwest against Jonathan. So it's not a new thing. Killing is not a new thing in Nigeria. It's not a new thing. Because people are not talking. Today, if you kill for Plateau State, the southwest have right to protest against that. You kill Nigeria. If you kill anybody from north, from west, you kill Nigeria. You kill Nigeria. Everybody just, consign me. Consign me. Consign me. Governor cannot do anything there, my brother. The governor cannot do anything. What is he going to do? A governor that just win an election, jubilati, the House APC is trying to manage himself. He's going to give order. Who is he going to do? GOC? Tinubu is a commander. You see, you don't need to travel. If Tinubu to tell the GOC today, I want all the army in Plateau State, my brother, that killing will stop. Another thing I say, how can you put, you train snake inside town, give them milk and honey to eat? Army is supposed to be in the forest. Army is supposed to be in the forest. Plateau State, command this Boroni camp here. They are not doing anything. They are riding Okada everywhere. Send them to Boroni camp or to that forest. Let them stay there. What are the drone we bought with the billions under Buhari? All this Tocano jet everywhere. So what are they using it for? They are waiting to fight Iraq or to fight Benin. They use all this weapons. This bandit. Let me tell you, government know them. He know them. As the governor said, I know them. Jonathan said, I know Boko Haram and my government. Oh, you see, Nigeria be divided. Whether you kill 100, you don't consign me. So far, I know it's me and my family. That is it. Nigeria like people who are dying. They say, government will tell you, if 100 die, government will tell you 50 or 30. That is it. It's left for Nigeria to wake up. Nigeria is sleeping. Everybody is sleeping. Including me and you, we are sleeping. Except we that is talking here. I know the world are watching me. Nigeria loves suffering. They like suffering. So, Matthew, okay? What I'm saying, Nigeria likes suffering. If you kill one person for Plateau State, it's like killing the whole Nigerians. We should start protesting. I know some people disagree on that. That's the only language the government here. Thank you very much. I'll say my own. But what I'm saying, Nigeria, wake up until the killing. Don't pray the killing should meet you and your family. You know that.
All right, thank you so much, Lucky. I appreciate you for coming. All right, Matthew. Morning to you. How are you doing?
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right, so we're still talking about the crisis ongoing in Plateau State. 30 people were killed again after curfew was imposed by the state government. Matthew, what was the next solution to what is happening there? What do you think the government can do? It seems the governor of that state is powerless at this time.
It's not even about being powerless. It's about he do not have the power to act. That's the problem. That's the truth. The commissioner of police is not answerable to him. The GOC or whoever leads the military in that area is not answerable to him. The director of DSS in the state, his state is not answerable to him. So he's in a feast, the way I see it. Jonah Jang, as a governor of Plateau State, lamented in the same manner that he did not command the flag. Even as powerful as Wike, as a governor of Rivers State, once said when they addressed him as the chief security officer of the state, he said no, that is the chief logistic officer, not the chief security officer. He was saying it because he knew that he do not command any security head in the state. So that's why we have been saying that the security arrangement must be rejected. The command and control system must be rejected. The state governors must be allowed to parade some level of security power. Because it looks as if you are giving advantage to the Fulani herdsmen. That is the truth. There's an allegation coming from the chairman of CAN in Plateau State, where he's alleging that even the security agencies are aiding herders against the residents, the host communities. He's demanding that the military should be withdrawn, that they will take their destiny in their hands. So I think the police, the army, they need to come out clean and tell us what is happening in that place. And Mr. President needs to be decisive. He needs to take urgent steps. He needs to show that he's in charge. Because it's irrespective of what the military is doing on ground, the buck rests with Mr. President. The blame goes to Mr. President. So he must rise to the occasion and address it. But I don't want to believe that the bandits, kidnappers, terrorists are more formidable than Nigerian armed forces. They are not.
Are they all operating in that state?
The problem is, it's not even a problem. The question is, why will a government know that criminals, kidnappers, terrorists are hibernating in a forest in Kaduna, and they will not go there to even confront them? And they will come out to the public, the media, and be saying it. Even the family that was rescued in Abuja, the family have come out to say they pay ransom. And the police made us understand that they stormed Kujuru forest in Kaduna to rescue them. So I think the government, the president, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, should know that this is his government. It's not the chief of defense staff's government, the chief of army staff, chief of naval staff. This is the government led by Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu. So he must, if the 7 heads are not getting it right, he should fire them. Life is sacrosanct. I pity, I fear, that I sympathize for those in Southern Kaduna, Plateau, even what's it called, Benue, and at times what's it called, Taraba. So for me, I think the president should act fast.
All right, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right, viewers, we'll go beyond this morning. I really appreciate you for joining us on today's edition of this program. Join me next time on the same platform. Michael Adekunle remains my name. Bye, everyone.